ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bad shits. Subscribe for really cool toy. Hey, what's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here doing another Marvel Universe review on the Marvel Universe Gigantic Battlers Black Goliath, aka Bill Foster. I think this thing is so sick. I first gotta give a big thanks to JB6481. A link to his channel is down there. Check him out. Big thanks, dude. He found me the Marvel Universe Frost Giant and this Black Goliath. So this thing is really cool. Now, just first thing to get out of the way is that it is basically a a remold of the first Goliath figure that we have right there, which I recently reviewed, so feel free to check that out if you like. So, they're basically the same thing. They have different belts and they have different head sculpts, obviously. Besides that, they're exactly the same. So, I mean, just to knock out the articulation really quick, his head actually doesn't bend back a whole bunch. I wish it could bend back more and move down more, but it moves up and down like that just a little bit. It moves side to side just fine. He has ball joints right here on the shoulders, move up and down. He has a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. His wrist moves side to side and up and down. He has a pretty good ab crunch, so that's nice. And he has the waist articulation. Good thing that the belt doesn't really hinder the waist articulation. That's cool. And he has ball joints right here on the upper thigh. Rotates at the leg. And you have to do this thing again like the other one. You have to rotate the ball if you want it to move outward like that. It's a Hasbro joint, as they call it. Thigh swivel, I already said. Double jointed knees. Can't get that other one to move. There it goes. Double jointed knees. Still very stiff. Whoa, that's a weird bend. And then he has ankle rotation side to side and up or down and then up a little bit as well. Very cool figure. I'm just so stoked to have this. I think he looks so cool. Honestly, I'm not too familiar with the character. I didn't really know, or I actually didn't even know he existed until I saw him in Civil War. So I know very little about this Goliath figure. But one thing I do know is that this is the blackest black man figure I have ever seen. He is so dark, man. I mean, I've never seen such a black figure before. See, there's the Dave Varner War Machine, Thunderball right there, Marvel Universe Thunderball, Ultimate Nick Fury, Falcon, and the Marvel Legends Luke Cage is about the same color as this one, which I thought was the darkest one so far, but this guy is a lot darker. Please don't leave any stupid comments about me being racist about mentioning a man's skin color. I've done it before for all the pale ones. I could do it for the dark ones too. But the sculpt is really well done. This is an amazing head sculpt. I really like it. A little lighter color on the neck, but just a really well done head sculpt. I like how the eyes are actually silver. It's kind of hard to tell with this camera. They look kind of white instead of silver, and the actual mask right here has color shading on it, which is really cool. There's black mixed in with the dark blue. Very cool. And then he's got amazing paint detail all the way around. You can see these blue airbrush stuff going on there. Very reminds me of Toy Biz Legends. Love that stuff. And then what I really like is on the arms and everything, it's got like black and blue mixed in, kind of like the visor, so you can see how it's kind of darker right there. It changes color, so that is very cool. I like this shiny kind of purple right here on the wristband. Very cool. I like the gold. There's big G. And the belt looks really cool. It's flat going around the backside. Very nice. I like it a lot. One thing that I think is kind of outside the likeness, though, is that, well, at least in this comic, in Civil War, the demise of Black Goliath, is that he has cut off arms right there, so it should be his skin color showing instead of over here. They gave him like these blue arm things or sleeves. arm things. They're called sleeves. And so that could have been a little bit more comic book accurate. But at the same time, I think this sculpt has very wimpy arms. So it's kind of like the whole deal where it's like you see a really skinny guy wearing a wife beater. It's like, nah, dude, come on, put on a real shirt, So I think it's kind of a smart move overall, because it would have, highlighted the wimpy looking arms even more. And he's supposed to be really, really strong. If I remember correctly, he's supposed to actually have super strength and be able to grow in size. So just think this is an awesome figure. Just really, really like it a lot. Just like the other Goliath, he works perfectly in both Marvel Universe and Marvel Legends scale, so I think that is really, really cool. So you have the Marvel Universe Thor that he comes with to the left, and Face Off Captain America right there to the right. This Thor figure is actually really cool. I like it a lot. I don't like it as much as the modern Thor, Marvel Universe modern Thor, but it's still a very cool figure. I really like the paint shading and the flesh tones. Kind of hard to see, but you could see the variation of skin colors, on the arm right there. Just different, color flesh tones. Really like the silver right here. This wash on the pants. It's really, really cool. I really love what Marvel Universe is doing with their paint job. It's very, very dope stuff. This cyborg Terminator look right there looks really, really dope. I like the color variation in his hair. I have him holding Mjolnir like this. You can have it. Looks pretty cool hammer. His articulation is pretty good. His head moves up, pops off at the ball joint right there. He's got ball joints at the shoulder, bicep swivel, single jointed elbows, wrist moves side to side. He has the diaphragm joint that crunches forward, moves side to side, and he has a waist joint, which I love. His belt kind of is loose, so you can move that around. Like that, they got the waist joint. His leg just moves forward and sideways. Wish that was a hinge. He's got double jointed knees, and ankle moves side to side and down and up. And his cape does come off, so it's got these two holes right here that you can attach it to. Just kind of annoying. Comes off a lot when you try to pose it around, but it's not the worst thing. It'll stay for the most part. But I still like the other one more. This one is actually one of my favorite Marvel Universe figures. This one's cool. I'll do a size comparison. Well, that's kind of a crappy size comparison, but they're about the same height. I just think the modern Thor is a little bit bulkier. This guy is bulkier. But they're both very cool figures. So yeah, I think this Black Goliath is a must get. I really, really love this figure. I was super, super stoked seeing it at Comic-Con last year, and super stoked to get it. So thanks again, JB. Seriously, my only gripe is actually this head articulation. I wish his head could move more. I just really wish I could get it to tilt back more. I don't know. The Frost Giant head pops off pretty easy, so I was able to do more stuff with that, but not this one. So that's my only real complaint. Alright, you guys. I'll catch you later. Peace.